It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. But they watch the film as well, so they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And all the way down to the 29.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A couple down to about the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Prescott. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Saints 0. Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Kaepernick. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Lutz good on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This is Tony Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
2nd down and 5. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Seven, our score after 1.
7-7.
Second down and 7.
On play action, Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action now, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7. Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Kaepernick now on first down. And this is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Kamara try the right side. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Second and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give him a gain of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run left with Pollard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Demario Davis there on the stop. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Second and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, it's Prescott. Steps away. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Zerline on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Here's 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. Looking for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Saints 7. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Hey, 91!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Looking long for Thomas. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Thomas, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. To throw, Kaepernick. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Kaepernick going to throw. Forced out to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, number 28.
To throw, Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To throw is Kaepernick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
24, Saints 14. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now Pollard. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
At the 22-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and short yardage. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Pollard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. But now it'll be third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I can't believe they even let you play. Switch. He's hit. He's checking Craig. Hey, check Michael out. 91.
Now Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Kaepernick now on first down. They'll get this out to Kamara. Not much there, only a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Micah Parsons, the rookie out of Penn State, in to drop him for the sack. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now Pollard. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Kaepernick. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Kaepernick to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Kaepernick. Going up top. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute. And they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Now Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Finding Schultz, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Prescott. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Dak. To his left. Complete. Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it a yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. Now Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play. And Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that. Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Now for the all-critical extra point. He's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Now Pollard. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of...
Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
That's good for a Saints first down.
Now Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. What can Kaepernick do now with his drive? Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Slam.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the red column. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for the Saints, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.